So hello all, good morning my dear students. So today in differential equations, in our previous all the videos, all the 4 videos, you have seen how to find out how to find the solution for a differential equations, different ways to solve a differential equations. But in this video, we are going with the applications of the differential equations. So when it comes to applications, there are two different applications what you're gonna study here. One is LCR circuit and one more is oscillation of a spring. Okay, so LCR circuit I'll be doing it here and oscillation of spring will be done later. So now coming to the topic, LCR circuits. So an LCR circuit is a circuit which consists of capacitance, inductance and a resistance. Altogether we call it as a capacitance and an EMF, correct? And these topics already you might have studied in your physics, either in +2 or in engineering physics. So I hope you know the concept, but I'll explain it again. So using Kirchhoff law, we know that the sum of voltage drop across three elements, that is inductor, resistor and capacitance, is equal to the external EMF, that is E. Thus an LCR circuit is modeled by L into di by dt, L into di by dt plus Ri plus Q by C is equal to E of t. That is, sum of three voltage drop is equal to the external source, that is E of t, correct? Now what is current actually? Current is always di by dt, where Q and I are dependent variables here, correct? L, C and R are the values what they give you. Now we know that current I is equal to dq by dt, that is rate of change of q with respect to time, right? So I is equal to dq by dt. So in the place of I'll be taking dq by dt in my next equations. So when I take I as dq by dt here, we'll get d square q by dt square plus r into I is again dq by dt plus q by c is equal to E of t. Okay, so what do we get here is a equation of a LCR circuit in a simplified form, and this is nothing but a differential equation of a LCR circuit. Now we will try to solve few problems on this LCR circuits. So I have my first problem here. An electric circuit consists of an inductance. Inductance means L, that is L is 0.1 Henry, and a resistance R of 20 ohm, and a conductance of capacitance, that is C, 25 microfarad. Find the charge Q and the current I at the time t, given that initially at time t is equal to 0, my charge q is 0.05 coulomb and the current I is 0 initially at time t is equal to 0. So always whenever we start with the experiment, initially we will check what is the rating or what is the reading at the time t equal to 0, correct? So same way here they are telling me that initially at time t is equal to 0, my current is 0 in the circuit and the charge q is 0.05 coulomb. So these two conditions are used to find the constants C1 and C2. Okay, once when I start with the problem you'll understand. So first I'll write a differential equation. How to write it? Now they have given me inductance, resistance as well as capacitance. So your equation should be consisting of L, C as well as R. So we have a differential equation, L into d square q by dt square plus R into dq by dt plus q by c is equal to EMF E of t. And here they have not mentioned any EMF here, so we can take it as 0 here. Next step what I'll do is I'll just substitute the values of L, R and C over here. So what is L? L is 0.1 Henry, and what is resistance R? 20 ohm. And what is C? C is a capacitance, that is 25 microfarad, so that is 25 into 10 power minus 6. As I said, EMF they have not mentioned here, so take it as 0. Clear? Now you know the standard way of writing an equation is something like d square plus something, correct? So what I'll do in the next step is I'll divide by 0.1. Okay, so when I divide by 0.1, what will I get? So d square q by dt square plus 20 divided by 0.1 will give me 200 plus this is 4 into 10 to the power 5. How do I get it? I have just explained here. So 1 divided by, I am dividing by 0.1 into 25 into 10 power minus 6 will give me 4 into 10 power minus 5. If you want, you can use calculator and check this value. Is it clear now? So this is a differential equation, right? So how to solve a differential equation? This is a normal differential equation and you know how to find the solution of the differential equation. So I am writing the auxiliary equation here. M square plus 200m plus 4 into 10 power 5 is equal to 0. So find the roots. I always suggest you to go for a calculator. So I came to know that the root is m is equal to minus 100 plus or minus 100 into root 39i. Okay. Now this is a complex root. So how will I write yc? So my yc or q, in this case it is not yc, it is q. Charge q is equal to e to the power minus 100t into c1 cos 100 into root 39t plus c2 sin 100 into root 39t. Am I right? Yes. So this is of how to write yc if it is a complex root. Suppose this is alpha and beta, e power minus e power alpha x into c1 cos x plus c1 cos beta x plus c2 sin beta x, correct? And I hope you remember the method to write down yc. Okay. So write what is your q, and after that, now this is not my final solution. Actually, initially in the question they had given me some condition, correct? What condition they had given me? And one more thing, one second. For the sake of simplicity or for the sake of simplification, I am taking this as omega, okay? 100 into root 39, to write it again and again it will be difficult, so I am just taking it as omega. Even if you keep it as it is, no problem. Okay, don't worry about that. Just for my simplification, I have just taken it as omega. It's not like you have to take it, but just it will be easy for me to write, that's why I have taken. Okay, now what happened here is the in your question, if you check properly, they had given me certain condition, right? What is that condition? Yeah, they had given me this condition. Initially at time t is equal to 0, my current I in the circuit is 0 and the charge q is 0.05. Am I right? So this they had mentioned, and I said you that this condition I am using to find the two constants c1 and c2. Proper? So how to find it? Now what I'll do is I know I have an equation 1, so in that I can take t is 0 and q is 0. So when I take that, I'll get one constant here, either c1 or c2. Proper? But what is this I? Where can I apply this I? That is very much important here. So for that, what I am doing is, you know what is I? I is nothing but dq by dt. Am I right? Current I is nothing but rate of change of charge divided by time. So for that I want dq by dt. So what you do is, once when you get equation 1, you differentiate it with respect to t. See here, I have differentiated. I is equal to dq by dt. So differentiation. So here t is there here as well as here. So I have to go for product rule. So first function as it is, that is e power minus 100t as it is. Differentiation of second function. Differentiation of cos omega t. Differentiation of cos is sin omega t, and differentiation of omega t is minus omega. Proper? Plus differentiation of sin omega t is cos omega t, and again differentiation of omega is omega. Then first function into differentiation of second, plus differentiation of second function as it is into differentiation of first function. So my first function is e power minus 100t. If I differentiate that, I'll get minus 100 into e power minus 100t. Okay, hope I am clear with the differentiation. So it's just like u into differentiation of v plus v into differentiation of u. Okay, product rule we have to apply. So now you check your equation 1 and 2. So equation 1 I am getting in terms of q, equation 2 I am getting in terms of I. Hope you are clear with this one. So first what you will do, given a problem, first find a differential equation, find the solution of that equation, differentiate it with respect to t. This is your first step. Now we will apply this condition. What is my first condition? I am taking my first condition. Initially when time t is 0, q is equal to 0.05. So where shall I substitute this condition? In which equation? In equation 1, correct, because equation 1 I am having q and t. So I have to take q as 0.05. Proper? See, I am substituting in equation 1. Q is 0.05, t is 0, correct, and wherever t is there I have taken 0. Proper? Yes. Now what do we know that what is sin 0? 0 into anything is 0, correct? So sin 0 is 0 and cos of 0 is 1. So and e power 0 is how much? E power 0 is 1. So what will I get in the next step? 0.005 is equal to, only c1 will be remaining. Am I right? So because e power 0 is 1, cos 0 is 1, So C1 will remain. However, sin 0 is 0, 0 into anything, this entire term will become 0. So what will remain is C1 is equal to 0.05. Did I get one constant value? Yes. Now how to get another constant value? Then to get another constant value, they have given me another condition. What is that? When time t is 0, my current I is 0. And that condition I have to substitute it in equation 2. That's it. Okay, check here. My second condition, when t is 0, I is 0. I am substituting it in my equation 2. So time t is also 0 and I is also 0. I is 0. Wherever t is there, you go on taking 0. So see what you will get. So here this was just by a mistake, I am sorry. Okay, sin 0 is 0, cos 0 is 1, so C2 into omega will remain here, minus 100 into e power 0 is 1, cos 0 is 1, minus 100 C1 will remain. Or what will I get? C2 into omega is equal to 100 into, what is the value of C1? 0.05, or C2 is equal to 100 into 0.05 divided by omega. You calculate it, you know what is omega? Yes, you calculate that, you will get it as 0.008. Okay, now I got the two constant values C1 and C2. Substitute that in Q and I. So they had asked me to find the current as well as the charge. So charge is this much value. So you can check here. In the place of C1 I have taken 0.05 and in the place of C2 I have taken 0.008. Same way in I. How do we get that I? By the differentiation of Q, dq by dt. Substitute the value of again what is that, C1 and C2. That's it. Okay, so this is all about LCR circuit. Okay, so now I have my second problem over here. They have given me a circuit consists of an inductance. What is inductance? Inductance is L, correct, and a resistance of how much? 5 ohm. Resistance means R, and a capacitance of 4 into 10 power minus 4 farad. Capacitance means C, and this is my initial condition. What they are telling? Charge Q as well as current I is 0. When it is 0, at initial time t is equal to 0. Find what? Find charge and current when there is a constant EMF of 110 volt. So did you get the difference here in this problem and the previous problem? So if you check your previous problem, I had not mentioned anything about my EMF, correct? That is RHS, we used to take 0 there. But here there is some EMF that is 110 volt in the first case, and there is an alternating EMF of 200 cos 100 t. So here what happened, instead of taking my EMF E of t as 0, I have to take some value over here, correct? So first remaining everything is same. First I'll write the differential equation is L into d square q by dt square plus R into dq by dt plus q by c is equal to E of t. This is what I was speaking about. My E of t in this case, first case it is 110 and second case 200 cos 100 t. Proper? Remember that if they have not mentioned anything about EMF, we have to take 0 as we took in the previous problem. But here EMF they have mentioned, so I have to go for that one. Now I'll just substitute that. I'm taking my first question. There is a constant EMF of 110 volt. So your E of t is 110, and you know what is L? What is L? L is nothing but inductance 0.05, R is resistance 5 ohm, and C is capacitance 4 into 10 power minus 4 farad. Substitute everything here in the equation. So I'll get, just check here, L is 0.05, R is 5, Q is 1, not Q, C is 4 into 10 power minus 4 is equal to, my E of t is 110. Proper? Yes. Now we have to get it in the required differential equation format. So what you will do? You will divide by what? 0.05. So when I divide by 0.05 to this entire equation, what I will get is, I will get this equation. Okay. So d square q by dt square plus 5 by 0.05 is 100, and then plus 1 divided by 4 into 10 power 4, 10 power minus 4 into 0.05 will give me 5 into 10 power 4 q is equal to 22,000. Okay, you can just calculate it and check. What I am telling you is just this entire equation you divide by how much? 0.05. Okay, now my auxiliary to write. So my auxiliary equation is m square plus 100m is equal to plus 50,000 is equal to 0, correct? So again, how will you write the solution? If you are finding both yc and yp, y is equal to yc plus yp. Same way here, we have to find out qc as well as qp. So what will be my qc now? Again, it's a complex root. So e power minus 50t c1 cos 50 root 19t plus c2 sin 50 root 19t. Proper? Yes. Now we should not stop here. See, in earlier problem, my equation itself was equated to 0. But in this problem, the equation is equated to some number there. So I have to find out QP also. So what will be my QP now? QP was 22,000 divided by the equation d square plus 100d plus 5 into 10 power 4. So 22,000 is a constant. So how will you find yp if it is a constant? So you have to write it as constant into e power 0x. Am I right? But here my variable is not x, it is t. So constant into e power 0t divided by this one. So if it is e power ax, that is which type? Type 1. So in type 1 what you will do? If it is type 1, we have to replace d by a. What is the value of a in this case? It is 0. So wherever d is there, if I replace 0, this first term will become 0, second term will become 0, only third term will remain. So if we simplify that, we will get 11 by 250. So this is the value of QP. Okay, clear? So then my final solution is Q is equal to QC plus QP. So QC is this term and QP is 11 by 250. Clear? Yes. So this is like a standard general solution. But actually in particular, now I have to find out C1 and C2 constant values. How will I find it? For that they have given me a condition. Initially at current, at time t is equal to 0, my current is 0 as well as the charge is 0. That is the condition what they had given me in the question. Read the question carefully, you will get it. Okay, so for that I require current as well as charge. Charge means Q, that is already there. But do you know what is current? No. Current means what? Differentiation of charge, correct? dq by dt. So here before differentiating I have just taken my first condition. At time t is equal to 0, current q, charge q is 0. So when I substitute that here, I will get the value of C1 as minus 11 by 250. Now I will differentiate. Okay, yes, I is equal to dq by dt. Again you have to differentiate this same as we did in the previous problem. We have to go for product rule. U, this is u, e power minus 50 is u, differentiation of v, differentiation of this term. So cos of something into t, differentiation of cos is minus sine, and something is there, you have to multiply it. So it is like minus c1 50 root 19 into sine 50 root 19 t plus differentiation of sine is cos, and 50 root 19 you have to write it, plus second function as it is, that is c1 cos 50 root 19 t plus c2 sin 50 root 19 t as it is, differentiation of first term. What is differentiation of e power x is e power x. So what is multiplied to x? Minus 50. So it will be minus 50 into e power minus 50t. Okay, a simple differentiation of product rule. So just do it by yourself, you will get an idea. Now what is my second condition? So I got one constant value. My second condition is initially at time t is 0, current I is also equal to 0. See here, this should be I, okay, I'm sorry. Initially at time t is equal to 0, I is 0, this is not Q, this is I. Please do the correction, I'm sorry. Okay, one second. This is I, okay, I'm sorry, this is not Q, this should be I. So initially at time t is equal to 0, my current I is 0. So when I substitute that and simplify, I will get my C2 as minus 11 root 19 divided by 4750. So just substitute this condition in your I equation, you will get the value of C2. Then therefore finally my charge Q is equal to e power minus 50 into, this is my final answer. Okay. Next B question was my EMF they had changed, correct? Current not EMF is 200 cos 100t. So again my equation, everything is same, only the RHS will same here, correct? instead of 110 we have to take it as 400 cos 100t. I mean sorry, 200 cos 100t, and when I simplify this I'll get this. Okay, though QC will not change, this I had explained in the previous slides, but QP we have to be very careful. QP is 4000 cos 100t divided by d square plus 100d plus 5 into 10 power 4. Now how to find out QC? So what is my procedure? Now if cos AX or sin X is there, we have to replace d square by minus a square, remember. So the value of a is 100 here, so 100 square is minus 10,000. So I have replaced d square by minus a square, that is minus 10,000, and plus 100d plus remaining terms I have kept as it is, correct? Next, so when I simplify this, I'll get, I mean I have cancelled, I have simplified as much as possible because these zeros will always create a problem. So I have simplified it, I am getting it as 40 cos 100t divided by d plus 40. Okay, even you try to simplify it, then it will be easy for you to write the final answer. Now d is there here, you cannot replace d by 100 because whenever cos or sin is there in the numerator, this is of type 2 problem, you have to replace only d square by minus a square. So in order to get d square here, what I should do? We have to multiply and divide by conjugate. Conjugate means what? You have to change the sign of one term. So plus 40 I changed to minus 40. Okay, so when I differentiate this and multiply this term to both the terms, so d into 400 cos 100t will give me differentiation. Differentiation of cos 100t is minus sin 100t into 100. So 40 into 100 will give me 4000 minus 40 into 40 is 1600 cos 100t. So then finally q equal to qc plus qp. So I have written what is qc, what is qp. Okay, then I have to find out current. So I have got q, I have to find out I, because they have given me the condition initially at time t is 0, current I is 0 as well as charge q is 0. You know what is charge. In order to find current, how will you find current? You have to differentiate charge. So dq by dt. Same steps are repeated here, but one extra term is this last term. So 1 by 170, differentiation of sine is cos 100t into 100. So 100 into 4 is 400. Differentiation of cos is minus sine into 100t into 100. So 16 into 100 will give me 1600. Just differentiate it. Now we'll apply the conditions. What are the conditions? Initially at time t is 0, my charge q is 0. Apply it here in the first equation. This is my first equation. Okay, apply it here. So when I apply it, I'll get c1 is minus 16 by 170. You try to simplify it by yourself, you will get it very easily. And my second condition is time t is 0, current I is 0. Put it in my second equation I. So I'll get c2 is minus 12 by 19 divided by 1615. Then finally my current I is equal to, just substitute the values everywhere and simple. Okay, now I'll go for the last problem, which is bit confusing, but you have to do it. See, remember one more thing, in LCR circuit these three problems are very important. There are only three problems which you have to study properly. Okay, so question is, in a LCR circuit, the charge q on the plate of a condenser is given by, they have given me the equation directly. Read the question carefully. The current is tuned to a resonance so that P square is equal to 1 by LC. This is my one condition. Okay, if the current I and charge Q is 0, this is also another condition. They are telling you that initially current I is 0 in the circuit as well as charge is also 0. Then show that for small values of R by L, the current in the circuit is given by Et divided by 2L into sin Pt. This is what I have to prove. Okay, so the given equation is L into d square q by dt square plus R by R into dq by dt plus q by c is equal to E sin Pt. Now here they have not given me the values of L, C and R. We have to keep that equation as it is and we have to find the solution, correct? So how to get the QC? So for that we have to apply minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a formula. So minus b minus r plus or minus root of b square r square minus 4ac. 4 a is L, c is 1 by c divided by 2a, 2 into L. Proper? Yes. Observe my next step. So minus r by 2L plus or minus root of, I am taking this 2L inside, okay, inside the root. If it goes inside the root, what it will become? 4L square. Remember, if you are taking anything inside the root, it should be squared. So here r square divided by 4L square minus 4L divided by 4L square, correct, into c. But what is r by L? Since r by L is small, that term only will become 0, only 1 by LC will remain. Okay. See here, since r by L is small, I will remain only with 1 by root of LC into root of minus 1 is I. Okay, are you clear? So I'll explain again, just listen carefully. This 2L I am taking inside, so it will become 4L square. Same way here, c into 4L square, correct? 4L will get cancel, 1L will remain here. Am I right? Yes. So then they have given me the condition. See here, show that for small values of r by L, that indicates what? R by L is very small. Very small means what? It will almost become 0. So this entire term will become 0. So what will remain is only root of minus 1 by LC. So root of minus 1 is I, and that I have simplified and I have written it as 1 by root LC. So my QC will be, and one more simplification I have done here, I am sorry. They have said me the resonance they have given, p square is equal to 1 by LC, or what will be p is equal to root of 1 by LC. So 1 by root of 1 by LC will give me nothing but p. Am I right? This entire term I have written it as p. Okay. So this is my value of q. So QC is equal to e power minus r by LT into C1 cos PT plus C2 sin PT. Then QP. Numerator is e power sin pt divided by L square plus rd plus 1 by c. So what we have to do? This is of type 2 problem. So we have to replace d square by minus a square. The value of d is p. So replace d square by minus p square. Wherever d square is there, I have replaced by minus p square proper plus rd plus 1 by c as it is. Now what is p square? Resonance. They had given me it as 1 by LC. So I have substituted it. So when I simplify this, L and L will get cancelled. Minus 1 by C plus 1 by C will get cancelled in the next step. So what is remaining is only RD. Am I right? See here, this L and L will get cancelled. Minus 1 by C will remain. It will get cancelled with plus 1 by C. So what is remaining is E sin PT divided by RD. Okay. So what is 1 by D indicates? What does 1 by D indicates? 1 by D indicates integration. So E by R as it is, integration of sin PT into dt. So integration of sin pt is minus cos pt into p, I mean divided by p, correct? So it is minus e by rp into cos pt. This is my qp. So then finally q is equal to qc plus qp. Then we have to find out I. I is equal to dq by dt, that is 1 minus rt by 2l into c1 differentiation of first second term. Next, to find c1 and c2, we have to take t equal to 0, q equal to 0 and I equal to 0. So we'll get c1 is equal to e by rp. Similarly, we'll get c2 is equal to e by lp square. Then finally substitute it in I, we'll get this equation. On simplification, since r by L is very negligible, we get this final answer as t into e divided by 2l into sin pt. Okay. So my dear students, this last problem you can just ignore it because it is not so good important, and the remaining problems you study properly, and this is all about LCR circuits. Okay, the first two problems are very important, study it properly. Okay, yes, thank you.